the Chevelle. Finally gonna put that transmission in, and once we get that in there, I do have a transpan gasket and filter. Throw that on there. Just put a new tail shaft seal in there, output shaft seal, whatever you want to call it. So that should be good. That was only a couple bucks. And went ahead, put a new O-ring on the dipstick tube. That's really about the extent of it for now. Got my kickdown cable in there. This trans didn't have one, so threw mine on there. So yeah, we should be just about ready to go. Got the flywheel cover cleaned up a little bit, cross members cleaned up and painted, and yeah, should be good. So got fluid, got all that good stuff, and then after we get that in, we will be changing the oil in the Chevelle and the C10, and if we have time, hopefully we'll be putting a bed floor in there. So I don't know if we'll get to that on this episode or not, but we are going to try. So basically this is the last day of prep for Cleetus and Cars, so we got to get all this stuff done. Beautiful day. It's about the best time to do it, so let's get her done. And just like that, it is mostly in. So, quick update here. Drive shaft's in, torque converter bolts in, mounts are in. I gotta find a little piece of hose to go from here to here, because the other deal on the other transmission was a little different, but that shouldn't be a problem. The training lines are on. I still got to put the dipstick tube in and the top two tranny mount bolts, but they're easier to get to from the top. So I'm going to try and finish up everything down here, and we'll put those in and fill it and all that good stuff. But I'm going to pull the pan off right now, get the old gasket and filter out, replace those while it's up here. I went ahead and drained the oil, put a new oil filter on it. So pull this off, do that, put the exhaust back on, find a piece of vacuum hose for that, and then we'll be lowering this thing down and finishing everything from the top, and we'll go drive it. So be right back. So everything looks pretty good inside of here, as expected, being fairly freshly rebuilt here. Everything looks good, doesn't smell burnt, doesn't have any issues like that. So we're gonna pop this filter off, just throw a new one in it for basically just peace of mind, and yeah, we'll reseal this, throw the new one up there, have at it. Alright guys, so I think that is just about it. All the mounts are tight, all the bolts are tight, exhaust is on, speedo cable, torque converter bolts, shifter linkage, let's see, dipstick tube is in, the tranny cooler lines are in, and it is got fluid in it, says it's full. Went ahead and put oil on the engine, tightened up our steering belt. It was a little loose. I do have new spark plug wires for it, but none of these actually look bad, so I'm probably just going to throw those under the seat and let them ride for now. Other than that, kick down cable is hooked up, vacuum line's hooked up. So I think really the only thing left is fire it up and let it run for a bit, check the fluid again, and then maybe we'll get to go drive it. So I only got about a quart left, so if it needs a ton, we're going to have to probably wait till tomorrow, but hopefully we can go drive this thing in a second. So I'll set you down and let's fire this thing up. Well, I really think there's only one thing left to do, and let's take this thing for a drive and make sure we got all the gears and make sure we don't have any leaks or issues, and get it back, check it over again, maybe top it off, and roll with it. So we'll do this real quick, and then we'll basically come back here, and I got to get going on that C10 bed, because at this point in time it looks like we are taking that to Cleetus and Cars. I know a bunch of you guys wanted us to take the Chevelle, and I really wanted to, but it just isn't quite there for me yet. Just don't quite trust it completely to go that far. So C10's been doing really good, and I'm confident that it will make it without issues. And usually I wouldn't care, but we've been really waiting to go to this for a long time, probably over a year and a half now, I think. It's been getting pushed back due to COVID and all that stuff, and I would just really be upset if we don't make it. So I think the C10 is probably the smarter choice, but really excited to go there and see everybody. Cleetus, James, man, everybody's going to be there. Side by Side blog guys, Derek with Vice Grip Garage, he's going to be there with Independence. I mean, just a ton of big people are going to be there. So really want to meet as many people as possible and just enjoy it. So would be pretty devastated if something happened and we didn't end up making it. So I think C10 is probably the right choice, but let's get to driving this thing. I got reverse. We got drive. If we got all the gears or just the first one. Speedometer still stops at 30, so cable is pretty much bad. Yeah, this seat is a ton nicer, a lot more comfortable. Still sounds good. Oil pressure's good, temp's good, charging. Can't ask for much better than that. Playing with that. Everything seems to be alright. really just walk around, make sure we ain't got no big leaks and no fire, no nothing like that. And if so, we'll head back home and make sure our fluids are good, and maybe we'll go a little further. Seems to drive good for now. Yep, that works. We'll get back and see what we find. Well, seems like the only leak we got is that bottom line right there, which I believe was leaking on the other one too, and that was why it was covered on this side pretty much. So what we're gonna do with that is we'll just get some AN lines, and we'll buy some adapters to go in the trans, and just get rid of those old hard lines altogether. They'll look cleaner, work a lot better, so we'll do that with those, and we should be good after that. So seem to drive and go through all the gears like it should. Once it's warmed up, we'll make sure that it still does that. But that's gonna be it for the Chevelle today. We gotta get going on the C10, so we'll clean up all these tools, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with this bed. I think it's gonna turn out pretty good, so hold on. Well, I went ahead and put the bed floor in. Didn't video it because I wasn't quite sure of what I wanted to do. I had an idea in my head, started on it, and it kind of changed partway through. So I'm going to show you guys. I want you to comment down below once I explain what my idea was, and see if what you guys think, and if you want me to keep with that or if you like this instead. So this is what it ended up being. Nice, free, easy roof tin. So kind of goes with the look of the truck, the patina. So my idea was originally this sign in there, surrounded by metal, as one big sign instead of a bunch of smaller signs like a lot of guys do. So let me know what you think. There's a reason behind the camel sign. I really wanted to incorporate that, but I kind of like this too. So comment down below what you think, and it'll probably stay like this for now until I read your guys' comments, or until I kind of think about it a little longer. But it works for now. I like it, so that's what it's gonna be. I still have to change the oil in this, and probably go through it, put a fuel filter on it, just do the normal checks before we head out this coming weekend. But I'll probably do that sometime this week. So as of now, that is going to be it. The Chevelle is doing good. Got to order them lines for the trans, and yeah, we're kind of back on track. So I know it's been a little bit. We'll end up getting her all done, I know. So thank you guys for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Like I said, drop in the comments what you think on this, and what you think about taking the C10 to Cleetus and Cars. I know a bunch of you wanted the Chevelle, so I'm sorry about that, but this is just unfortunately the way it's going to pan out. So thanks again for watching. If you would, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time.